Glycogen-like peptide 1, GLP-1, delays gastric emptying. Basically, low levels of GLP tell your body, there's room in here. My butt is hungry. Oh, that is your insulin-like peptide 5, which is produced in the colon when there's an absence of food. So, insulin-like peptide 5. My butt is hungry. Ghrelin. Ghrelin is when your stomach growls. It's produced in the stomach, and it acts as a brain signal to feed me. Ghrelin, growling stomach. Leptin says, stop feeding me. Leptin says, I'm full, we're good. Leptin lives in your fat cells. So, when your fat is high, the leptin is high. But as we start to lose weight and those fat cells diminish in size, we don't get that signal that says, stop eating. Cholecystokinin, or CCK, is a hormone that is produced in your small intestines when eating proteins and fats that tells your body to stop feeding me. Cholecystokinin, CCK. A cousin to CCK is polypeptide YY. Polypeptide YY is also a gastric inhibitory hormone that promotes satiety. So you're not so hungry. Oh my gosh, how do we put this all together? It's so overwhelming, right? Hormones are so important. So we know that when you weigh less, that your body doesn't need as much calories to operate and function on a daily basis. That is your daily caloric expenditure. So the heavier you are, the more calories you're given to spend. We know that when we input our information into MyFitnessPal. And so some of you already suspected that as we lose weight and get lighter, there'll be less calories to consume in a day. Your fat cells get smaller as you start to lose fat, which means that the housing of leptin, and remember that leptin is that hormone that's produced to tell you that we're full, satiety. So that will start to decrease as your fat cells get smaller. Also, ghrelin, the growling stomach ghrelin, that hormone starts to increase. So now you start to growl a little bit harder. Your brain is going, well, wait a second, we gotta be fed. Your GLP-1, that's that slowing of your gastric emptying, well, that also decreases. So now it slows down just enough, but then that's it. So then you again get hungry, and you start to be told, your hormones are telling you there's more room in here. So, what else goes on? Your ILP5, my butt is hungry, that increases. So you got all of these signals now telling your body, we want to eat, we're hungry, we need more room, we're not satisfied. So what can we do? What are the two other hormones that will help you here? Is your polypeptide YY and your cholecystokinin, your CCK, those two cousins, they are what produces your gastric inhibitors. They tell your body, stop feeding me. And remember that they are increased when you eat or consume protein and fats. Now it's starting to come together, right? So there's some other things that we want to think about. And one of them is your exercise, right? So think of this, ghrelin, the growling stomach. Ghrelin, when you do low to moderate intensity aerobic exercise, your LIST, low intensity, steady state, that kind of stuff, that tends to increase ghrelin, so increase the growling stomach. However, it also decreases leptin, so the housing for your the housing that tells your body to stop. So this low intensity doesn't do as much good for those hormones that tell us to stop. However, your higher intensity, your HIIT, that's why you see it 2 days out of the week on Mondays and Tuesdays, HIIT or high intensity activities will decrease ghrelin, the growling of the stomach, and increase leptin. So that's kind of the main differences between your low intensity steady state, which has its benefits, especially cardiovascularly. However, for your digestive system, maybe not as much, because your hormones are telling you, let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. But your high intensity, yeah, that does more good for you when it comes to your hormones. It decreases ghrelin and it increases leptin.